Captain Ibrahim Traore has followed suit. What is going on in Burkina Faso? Captain Ibrahim Traore has put a big stop to a very dark project that Bill Gates Foundation had been working on.
Brothers and sisters, welcome back to this channel. Today I want to talk about something very important. The recent decision by Burkina Faso and Namibia to reject certain foreign aid and programs connected to Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. Let's watch these videos and I'll be back with my commentary. Thank you.
It is Namibian president versus Bill Gates. Who is going to win? We are in charge. Today we are in charge pro max, to the max. We are in charge to the max. So they wanted Namibia to test an 8-year birth control device on African women, but Namibia said no. We know other countries who said yes, but we'll talk about them later. So the Namibia president has rejected the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation's proposal to try for a human IUD that will prevent pregnancy for up to 8 years. Since Namibia rejected it, aid has been withdrawn, business deals have been blocked, and the West has quietly applied pressure to make Namibia bend. But Namibia is standing firm. President Nandi declared, "We will not compromise on the divine principle of life's creation and its sacred purpose to multiply and fill the earth." She warned the West. She warned that the West is pressing buttons to make African leaders dance to their demo. By this time, Namibia is not dancing. Do you agree with Namibia's stand, or should Africans bow to foreign funding pressure? Drop your thoughts below. Follow for more. Now, we know Kenya and Nigeria actually accepted. So this is in Kenya and this is in Nigeria. Does that mean that the presidents of those places do not think about their people? Let me know. Because if Namibia has actually really said no and stood tall against this, what is stopping Nigeria and Kenya to not say no? The ball is in your court. Do you think we need more women leadership? Is that what we are suffering from? Do we need more women leadership to enforce, to stand bold? I don't know, but it looks like most of the men are failing. But hey, I'll leave it up to you guys, and then send the message across. We out. Peace out.
Namibia says no to Gates Foundation birth control trials. Namibia's president, Her Excellency Netumbo Nandi-Ndaitwah, has strongly rejected a proposal by the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation to trial an 8-year hormonal IUD in the country. In a bold statement, she described the initiative as a deep injustice to Namibia and humanity. Namibia is a small nation of just over 3 million people. If population control is needed, it should begin in countries with over 300 million, not here, she said. Her rejection sends a clear message. Africa deserves respect, not experiments.
So, Her Excellency, the President of Namibia, the Queen Mother, reject Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation experiment device that will prevent women from getting pregnant up to 8 years. Oh yes. So you are a billionaire. If you care about the African peoples, go create jobs. Because some people are making babies in Africa. Some of them because they are not busy. There is no jobs. I mean, if you're not feeding anyone's kid, why do you care about kids? It doesn't make any sense, y'all. I'm telling you. I don't even know why this nigga still playing in African soil. I don't know. Why your ideas it's always about depopulate Africa? Why? What do you guys think? Let me know. Make sure you like the video, you share, and you tell me what do you think.
Guys, there is breaking news in the house. After the president of Namibia rejected Bill Gates' project to implement a long-term birth control device to the women of her country, Captain Ibrahim Traore has followed suit. What is going on in Burkina Faso? Captain Ibrahim Traore has put a big stop to a very dark project that Bill Gates Foundation had been working on since 2012 in Burkina Faso. What is the plan about? Just sit tight. I'm going to give you the details. In the meantime, if this is your first time coming across this page, do what to follow me, like this video, drop your comments in the comment section about what you are going to listen, and most especially share to as many as possible. So guys, yesterday, Friday, August 22nd, 2025, the government of Burkina Faso put a stop to a project that Bill Gates Foundation is carrying out in Burkina Faso called Target Malaria. And what is Target Malaria all about? They are modifying mosquitoes' genetics. That is, genetically modified mosquitoes that would be released in the country with the purpose of fighting against malaria. Did you hear that? So they take a bunch of mosquitoes, modify their genetics. You don't know what they are putting inside. And then pump 1,000 of them in the country. And the goal is to fight against malaria. It sounds so sweet, right? It sounds so sweet, so lovely. But for those of us who understand Bill Gates' project in Africa, he has made it very clear his project is to reduce Africa's population. That is why he had the courage, he had the effrontery to go to Namibia. Namibia is a country with 3 million people. And he was trying to force it on them to reduce a population of 3 million. When in his country, he has got a population of 350 million people. He did not find it necessary to reduce the population of his country, the United States of America. So ask yourself a question. So does it mean that Bill Gates, who wants to reduce the population of Namibia, which is just 3 million, will now suddenly want to protect the population of Burkina Faso, which is 24 million? That brings us to the equation to ask what is inside the so-called modified genetics of the mosquitoes that they want to send out into Burkina Faso. This is terrible. That is why even before I go any further, I want to salute the courage of Captain Ibrahim Traore. I want to salute the courage of the government of Burkina Faso for standing up and saying no to this very terrible plan. The question is, why is it always Africa? Why is it always Africa? When they think of their things, the very first place that they want to go carry out their experiment is on Africans. Africans are their stencils to carry out their tests, to carry out their experiments. And the most painful part of it is most of our leaders, because they come with a few papers and drop it on the table for them in the name of money, they are ready to betray. They are ready to put all of us to be slaughtered. They don't care. They went to Nigeria and Kenya, convinced the leaders that they should start implementing the project of genetically modified seeds, and they embraced it. What is the project? We talked about that. As if that was not enough, boom, Namibia. Oh, we have come up with a device that would help your women not to put to bed. A population of 3 million, you don't want them to multiply, but you don't want to use that in America. As if that was not enough, you want to genetically modified mosquitoes to pump them into Burkina Faso, as if that is to do good. So from there we deduce that the mosquitoes are carrying those same things that will bite you and make you to be kind of barren. The goal here is to reduce the population of Africa. Just note that Why can he not show the love to his fellow Americans? We didn't ask for anything. We didn't ask for anything. Why can these people not just allow Africa alone? Just allow us alone. Just leave Africans in peace. We will find solutions to our problems. We do not need them. And our leaders need to hear this and hear it well. We do not need these guys. How I just wish we had leaders like the president of Namibia and the presidents of the Sahel. If they really want to reduce population, they should start by reducing the population of their country. And the second place is not Africa. They should go to China and reduce the population of China. They should go to other countries. We as a continent, we don't even have the population that just 2 countries in Asia have. What is their problem? So we need to know that these guys, they have a plan. Those who are still so blind, calling those things help, you need to wake up before it is too late. Guys, I think I would end it here. Let me know what you think in the comment section. We need to start tagging our leaders to wake up. We need to start tagging them. We need to start tagging them before they sacrifice all of us to be slaughtered. See you in my next one.
Merci à son Excellence Capitaine Ibrahim Traoré de nous avoir écoutés et met fin aujourd'hui à un projet démoniaque satanique financé par Bill Gates. Le projet Malaria Targets et ses moustiques OGM financé par le grand sanguinaire, le grand mercenaire qui est Bill Gates. Oui, parce que à travers ces labos qu'il avait au Burkina Faso, il finançait pour injecter, fabriquer des moustiques. Après avoir les fabriqués, ils vont les injecter dans la population. Après avoir atteindre et pour pouvoir atteindre leur objectif. Parce que leur objectif, c'est de diminuer la natalité du peuple africain. C'est-à-dire empêcher nos femmes, nos sœurs d'accoucher. Parce que notre force déterminera et notre nombre déterminera notre force. Pour cela, il veut diminuer la population africaine, la jeunesse africaine. Voilà pourquoi ce démon, Bill Gates, a financé autant de millions. C'est pourquoi on l'a chassé en Namibie. La présidente namibienne lui est chassée là-bas. Et ces projets qu'il finance partout en Afrique fait à ceux de rage, des maladies, des morts. Merci à son Excellence Capitaine Ibrahim Traoré de venir prendre fin de ces projets. Merci beaucoup à son Excellence de nous avoir écoutés parce qu'on a assez dénoncé, alerté massivement. Merci beaucoup.
Brothers and sisters, before we dive in, let's set the stage. Foreign aid has always been a double-edged sword in Africa. On one hand, aid brings money, technology, and health initiatives. On the other hand, it often comes with strings attached, political influence, cultural pressure, or economic dependency. So, brothers and sisters, why are we seeing countries like Burkina Faso and Namibia stepping back from the Bill Gates Foundation initiatives? From the reports, leaders in these nations have raised concerns about sovereignty and long-term independence. They argue that too much reliance on outside foundations, even well-known philanthropic ones, can undermine Africa's ability to control its own development agenda. Now, take Burkina Faso for example. The current leadership has been very vocal about moving away from neocolonial structures. Rejecting aid from big Western foundations isn't necessarily about being against help. It's about sending a message. Africa must design its own solutions on its own terms. Namibia's case is similar. Leaders there have been emphasizing the importance of homegrown strategies in healthcare, agriculture, and education instead of being heavily influenced by global foundations. Now, to be fair, the Bill Gates Foundation has funded important projects in Africa, especially around public health, vaccines, and food security. Millions have benefited from these programs, But at the same time, there are debates about whether this type of aid creates dependency or if it reflects the priority of donors rather than the actual needs of African people. So here's the bigger picture. Africa is slowly shifting its mindset from aid dependence to self-reliance. The message from countries like Burkina Faso and Namibia is very clear. We want partnerships, no paternalism. We want respect, no dependency. And for those in the diaspora, whether you're Black American, Caribbean, or African living abroad, this moment is powerful. It challenges us to think about how we as a global Black community can support Africa's self-determination. Maybe instead of always relying on the outside donors, we look at Pan-African investment, cultural exchanges, and education initiatives that are built by us and for us. At the end of the day, rejecting foreign aid isn't about rejecting help. It's about reclaiming agency. It's about saying Africa has the brains, the resources, and the willpower to stand on its own. And that, brothers and sisters, is a message worth talking about. Thank you for taking your time to watch this video. And if it's your first time here and you found value in what I do, kindly consider subscribing, comment, like, and even share this video so that we can enlighten each other. See you in the next episode. Thank you.